Scott Bauer, Trading Advantage, is here for our final trade of the day. He's watching the Russell for us, and I think the small caps that make up the Russell are going to get interesting.
Yeah, and this index is really percolating again, Angie. You know, last week, right before Trump spoke to Congress, we saw a bit of a spike in volatility, really across the board, but in the Russell, really, we saw it more so because I think a lot of investors were saying this is the index that really might be overbought here. So we saw the put-call ratio, which means the amount of puts traded for every call traded, really spike up the day before Trump spoke last week. It went to a ratio of about 5 to 1. Typically, it trades about 1.5 or so to 1.
So what does that tell you as a trader?
Well, ahead of Trump's speech, it told me that people were getting very cautious. Very cautious. There might be a big sell-off. Maybe people were just, trying to hedge long positions they had. But as we all know what happened last week, speech came out, market skyrocketed, had a little sell-off, but overall, the week ended on a very positive note. So what we're seeing now is lots of call buying, that has now shifted back from this massive amount of put buying now to some upside call buying in the Russell. And like you just said, the small caps are really now a space again, even though they've had quite the run, where it looks like that may be the index to watch over the next coming weeks.
I think so too, because behind the scenes, traders are talking about the president's plans for tax cuts. Now, this could really be a benefit to small cap companies in the United States. And if they get cuts, maybe their profits start to boom, and there goes the index.
Yep.
You're also watching an interesting trade in the oil patch. What are you seeing there? Yeah,
there's a stock, ESV Ensco, that reported earnings actually on the 27th or 28th of February, and just Friday, some very unusual option activity. The March 10 strike, regular expiration, so going out about 2 weeks, there was a massive call buyer, really unusual, over 10,000 contracts of these, and the stock was trading right around 10. So it's just going to be interesting to see what happens with that, because this is, somebody that came in looking for a very, very short-term play and a pop in this stock. It'll be really interesting to watch.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Always a pleasure.